Ciao Guido. Hey Sarah. How it's going? Well. Hi. Hello Terry. Hey Doreen. Hi to Michigan. Hey Joy from Brooklyn. I'm here in Manhattan East Village. It's very sunny actually, and it's not even that cold, which makes it more difficult, I guess, for the people to just stay closed in their apartment. Hey Dutch bike blogger. Hi Michael, I am self-isolating, just not completely because I need to go get some supplies. So I thought about doing a live stream. Ciao Paolo, dove dall'Italia? Guys, how is the audio? Like, can you hear me clearly? Okay, thanks. How long is the lockdown for? Well, I wish we all could knew that. It's impossible to tell. But what it looks like is that it's not going to be something that will last just for a few weeks. It's going to be a matter of a few months. I think the lockdown so far has been a 2-week matter, here in New York at least, but we'll see. Thanks Alicad for the donation. Wow, $9.99. Thank you so much. Jonathan, is the internet noticeably slower? I haven't experienced any slower internet. I wouldn't say that. Okay, guys, you have been... Wait, sorry, but this is my very first live video. I'm not used to them, so I will be very clumsy with everything. I asked you to be patient a little bit. As you see, there is still people who just crowd up on the sidewalks. I mean, they're not crowding up, but still. So I'm gonna change direction because I don't want to go in between them. Guys, I have been receiving a lot of questions from you in these past few days. I answered to as many as I could, but not all of you, of course. And this is why I did this live stream. I want this to be both something for you to see how New York City is one day before the complete lockdown, but also a Q&A. So you can ask me all your questions and I will answer to as many as possible. Just keep in mind that the live chat, I mean, it's a bit complicated to follow the live chat and to follow the street, like where I'm going. So be patient. Is Starbucks open for takeaways? I have no idea if Starbucks is open. I'm not just going around the city, so I don't know. I know for a fact that many big restaurants, like the very big ones, have closed right away 1 week ago. Is there public transportation, taxis, subways, Uber? So as for Uber, I think that they are only accepting private rides right now. I don't know how it's gonna be in this next few days. There is public transportation. There is still, the subway is still running, and the buses too. I haven't taken personally the subway or the bus. I've been avoiding them for weeks now. But yeah, I usually take my bike if I cannot reach the place while walking. Family safe back in Italy? Yes, everyone is fine and safe. Thank you for asking. Ciao Laura. Un giorno ci vedremo. If I have, okay. Ellicat asks, do you have a reliable place to stay during the crisis? Yes, I do. Indeed, I have a boyfriend here in New York who has an apartment, so I'm staying with him. The only problem is that he just moved, like literally 2 weeks ago. He just moved to a new apartment where the kitchen is not set up yet. So I'm currently living without the kitchen, and so many of you have actually asked me to make videos about how to cook something Italian, and I would love to do that. I would really love to do that, and if you ask me this in the future, I will surely make some videos. But unfortunately, I have no kitchen at the moment, so I cannot show you anything. It makes me angry, because I would really like to do some videos like that. Thank you, Alicat. Okay, the chat disappears sometimes, so I'm trying to understand how it works. Mars asked, do you have enough food? Well, I don't know if some of you watched my stories from this morning. I tried to go grocery shopping yesterday evening for my normal supplies, and the store closed earlier than usual, so I couldn't do that. I went this morning right in the minute that the store opened, and there was a huge line of people waiting to get into the store, because now they are doing, hey John, hi. They're doing distancing, like even in the stores, they don't allow people to line up too closely to the registers, so they make them line up on the sidewalk outside of the store. Which part of New York City am I filming today? I'm in the East Village right now. Michael asked, have you found that the attitudes of people have changed for the better or worse? Are they panicking or helping each other? Well, this is a very complex question to ask, or question to answer. It depends. I haven't seen many people really panicking here in New York. Most of what I've seen is that people were really crowding into some grocery stores, at least the one that is closest to where I live, and I mean that can be seen like a egoistic kind of behavior somehow, because if you get a lot of groceries more than what you usually get, of course someone else is gonna be cut off of the supplies, right? So I don't think that's a very smart thing to do, and I keep getting messages of you guys, actually, I mean some of you who suggest me to go get a lot of groceries, stock up on supplies and stuff. Oh, sorry about that. he just dropped his phone. But I don't think that's a smart idea, guys. I think we should all stock up on the normal food that we usually eat. If we get more, then the grocery stores are gonna become empty, of course. There is not gonna be enough for everyone. And keep in mind that even if the city will lock down, grocery stores are always gonna be open. And as Italians show, in a few days you're gonna be very tired of staying close in your apartment. So you're gonna pray God to finish the food so you can go to the grocery store and have some fresh air. So I don't see the point of crowding the grocery stores today. This is my point. I hope I explained it clearly. Okay, let's see other questions. Jim F. What's more scary, the virus or the government about to dominate everyone? I don't know if I should talk politics. Here in the United States, it's like a taboo to talk about politics. This is what I've understood. I don't know. I think it's the economic crisis that is gonna result after all this is gonna be very scary, very scary. I'm not an expert in economies by all means. Like, I'm very far away from that, but still, I mean, it's just about doing a little bit of math. If everything, I don't know. As you can imagine, though, I am not a supporter of the current economical system. I'm not a supporter of capitalism. So, I mean, I don't know if I should talk too much about this. But yeah, everything is a bit scary at the moment. But I think we should not be too scared, if possible, because in the end, if you take things from the right perspective, everything is going to be fine. When you say everything is going to be fine, which is something that the Italians are saying a lot in these days to keep courageous, I don't know how you say it in English. This actually has a real meaning for me, in the sense that you try to see things in a positive perspective so that everything in the end will have an advantage. I'm explaining this very badly. I'm sorry for my bad English. So there is a say in my language that says that in every bad thing there is something good. This is what I meant. Maybe this is more clear. Kartik Jones, how long is the lockdown gonna stay in Italy and New York City? I have no idea. I don't think anyone knows. Dennis is tired of driving to the grocery store every day to check to see if supply came in, and so far no. I'm sorry to hear that, but I totally understand you. Globetrotter, has this situation put you off traveling in the future? No, why? Why should it? I'm gonna keep traveling, of course, in the future. I mean, I will adjust to the situation, of course, like I'm adjusting right now. Now I'm stuck. Of course, I cannot go anywhere. But I guess within either a few weeks or a few months or a few years, who knows, we're gonna get out of this situation and we're gonna be able to travel more. So why not? Antonio Carlos Nucci, people not using masks, why? I am myself very confused regarding masks yet, because I'm trying to follow the institutional official suggestions, and the World Health Organization has suggested to not wear masks unless you are the one who wants to protect others from symptoms. So I don't know. So there's a shortage of masks anyway, as you can see. As you see, some people are wearing masks. But it's not easy to find them, I guess. I haven't tried to find them, so I'm not sure. Take 7 travel plans when all of this is done. I have no idea. let's calm down things first, and then we will think about next travel plans. Doreen asks, is it much quieter in the city now? Yes, it is. It's being quieter. You could really feel the difference. I'm gonna stay for a while here because walking and talking to you is very difficult. So the situation has began to be quieter, I would say, when on Tuesday this week, when the bars and restaurants closed for the public. They are still open, but they only do delivery and takeout. So that's when the people started to, calm down. Has mayor of New York City asked all criminals to suspend crime for 2 weeks? Bill, I wished. So there is one fun fact about the city calming down on Tuesday. I remember on Tuesday evening it was around 8 or 9 p.m., being just on the couch at home with my boyfriend. Windows were slightly open, and I remember feeling this calm and stillness and quietness. Everything was quiet outside. So I've talked about this in my videos before. In Manhattan, especially where I am right now, there is this constant background noise that you can barely realize that it's there, but it's always there, and it's made from, I guess, the traffic and the cars honking, the trucks passing by, all the taxis, all the cabs, all the drunk people yelling on the streets and stuff like that. From Tuesday evening, I was there sitting on the couch, and I felt like I was in my hometown in the countryside in a spring night. It was a crazy sensation being here in Manhattan. Sauvik, what are your plans during lockdown? Well, my plans are to stay home and do home things, which is usually cooking a lot or preparing food. But this time I'm not gonna be able to do that because I explained earlier that I have no kitchen at the moment. So I'm gonna do some other things. But I just published a video, I don't know if you watched it yet, about 10 inspiration ideas on things to do while being in a lockdown, while being stuck at home. And they were really valuable advice for me. I mean, those are all things that I would do, and I will do. And I started doing some already. Jay Palfrey asked, how can you earn money without traveling for YouTube? This is a bit of a confusing question, but so I don't earn money by traveling. I earn a little bit of money from YouTube ads or any YouTube related things. For example, one of you has just donated, made a donation on this live chat, which everyone can do. But at the moment, my main source of income is the donations that I get from my patrons. I opened a Patreon page in January this year, so it's been only 2 months, and I post extra content there, way more personal and way more in depth, I would say. And I'm building a small family there who, in exchange for my extra content, they donate me some money on a monthly basis. And that's been my main source of income since 2 months. Before that, I was doing some random freelance job. Let's see, other question. So to answer your question, I'm gonna keep earning money from that, I hope, if my patrons are not going to cut their donations. An Italian without a kitchen, arrive times ahead. Yeah, take 7. Yes. Hey, Joey from London. What are your thoughts on blogging? I have no thoughts on blogging. I think it's amazing if you enjoy it. People in you. Okay. Time for a Kiss asks, when people in New York hear your accent, do they want to talk to you? There are a lot of Italians in New York. I'm live.
You're live?
I'm live. Do you want to say hi?
On what, Twitch?
No, YouTube.
You're on YouTube Live?
Yes.
How many people you got watching?
177 right now.
No way. Can I say hi?
You can say hi.
I'll be nice.
Microphone is here, but stay away from me.
Oh, because of the coronavirus hoax?
Of course. They're gonna
Hi.
write some bad things about you if you come closer.
I watch YouTube Live all the time. Have you ever heard of the IP2 network?
No.
No? Oh my God.
Guys, can you hear the dialogue, or you can hear only me because I have the microphone here?
Look at that. IP2 network, these are all the live streamers.
Oh, that's not on YouTube, it's on another platform.
No, this is YouTube. The red ones are YouTube. The purple ones
Oh,
are
okay.
Twitch.
I see.
Look, Chicken Andy 339.
Okay. Well, check out my channel if you want.
What's it called?
What a Shame, Mary Jane.
What a shame, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
He's creepy. No, he was not creepy. I thought about that at the beginning, but he was not. Will you, wait, someone asked about Sicily. Will you go to Sicily when all this is over? Bob Tartufo asked. No, I don't know. I was going to Sicily with a purpose, which was to attend an international event of travel bloggers. Well, the event was cancelled, obviously. They are going to postpone it. I don't know if I'm going to go still. I have no idea. I will keep you posted. Tony Laws, thank you for the donation. All will be okay in the war. Keep the videos up. Thank you so much. Thanks for the positive message. I like that. Most of New York City people are very warm and friendly. Yes. This what happened was very New York City. I love this about this city, honestly. People just come up to you and tell you things. Sometimes they are creepy, sometimes you can actually have very interesting conversations with random people that you're never gonna see ever again. Okay, let me see some other. Milan! Greetings from Vancouver. Thank you. I'm being careful, yes. Dennis, America is lucky to have you. Are you, or would you like to become American citizen? No, honestly, I love many things about America and American culture, but I would not like to be an American citizen, especially in times like this one. This is really one of the times where America confirmed me how I wouldn't like to be an American citizen at all. Simus asked how many people are infected in Friuli. I have no idea, honestly. But maybe there are some people from Friuli following, like watching right now, and they can tell us some numbers. Favorite European city? I've had in the past a real big crush about Berlin. So the first city that comes to my mind is Berlin, but I don't know. Berlin has been very much gentrified, unfortunately, in this past, I would say, 8 years. So it's not as beautiful as I liked it, as it used to be. Arm in Friuli, he says circa 5,000 cases, I guess. How come Bogdan, how come that one that know is a conspiracy are poor and uneducated? I don't understand the question. Wait. So you think that those people who think that all this is a conspiracy are poor and uneducated? I do not agree with that. I know people who look like they have a lot of common sense in their lives, and they are also highly educated who think that this is a conspiracy. Obviously, all these people that I personally know, are here in New York. So this is something very meaningful, in my opinion. Merja, you should go visit Hirby Bar. Already done. How far is the store? Actually, I passed it. Joy, this is a good question. How long have we been in this live stream? No way! No way!
What? I'm just randomly biking in the East Village.
Action Kid, what the hell are you doing in the East Village?
I didn't mean to disrupt your life. But
No, I mean, everyone is asking about you.
what? Really?
Seriously, of course. They say you should go
What?
find Action Kid and do a live stream with him.
I found you. You found me.
Guys, we're keeping distances, but this was not
This is not
calculated.
planned.
Yeah, this was not planned. Are you doing a video?
Yeah. Well, I
So
was
now-
going to start one of East Village, but
Now I'm screwing up your video then.
no, it's not on yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Action Kid?
Okay. Yeah. Go back to streaming.
It's just Q&A. I mean,
Okay.
you're the most honorable guest in this live stream.
Subscribe to her channel if you haven't. You have to.
This is incredible. I mean,
Great.
New York
We
City
have
is
6 feet
big.
distance.
Also, Action Kid actually doesn't live close to here.
No.
So it's
I
like,
went to Brooklyn and I came here already.
this is so random.
It's so random.
I can't believe it. How are you do you want to make some declarations?
No, it's fine.
No?
Yeah, biking is pretty safe right now.
Biking
Because
is pretty safe. Can
there's
you
not a lot of cars out, and you maintain a lot of distance from people. It's a good exercise, so.
I do agree. I do
fine
agree.
now. Yeah.
I tried to bike a lot this past week too.
Yeah.
Hey, Action Kid.
It's funny.
All right.
All
So
right.
where are you going? What's your next video?
I'm gonna just bike around the East Village.
All right.
So
I
was
like
gonna
that.
stop right here, right?
You know what? I'm gonna watch that when I'm gonna be staying home because I'm on the lockdown. You know.
Yeah.
So instead of walking around my neighborhood, I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch
before it
Action
gets
Kids
locked
channel.
down.
Yeah, seriously. Is that a mirror that
Yeah,
you
it's a
have?
mirror.
That's
People
incredible.
want to see my setup all the time. I never show myself on the bike.
Well, I'm. Let's not reveal your setup because I'm sure you're gonna make a special video about it.
I don't want to like bomb your video. So
No, that was great. Oh my god. Well, guys, Action Kid, Tony Laws. Tony Laws donated £5 to say hi to Action Kid and tell him to go live as well.
Well, I can, but I don't want to. It's kind of dangerous to go live on a bike.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because live streams don't go on a GoPro, you know. So
Yeah, you can, but it's not that good because you can't really see the screen while you're doing
right.
the live.
That's true. That's true. Nice day, Action Kid.
It's beautiful.
I'm just reading the comments here.
Let me do the East Village now. It's supposed to be something like that.
Guys, isn't this crazy?
It is freaky. Just happened like.
Ludacris Vito says, Action Kid is my love.
Wow.
So someone asked before how many cases there are in Friuli, my region. In Friuli there are 555 cases and 38 deaths, according to Arm In. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm reading your message, your comments, and I'm not able to talk while I read. I should take lessons from Action Kid, actually.
No, I must.
Lessons from you for what?
You know, I told you that I was so surprised that you can do so many things while they're filming, because you can, read the chat, answers to all the questions, and then walk and do all these things.
It's hard.
It's very hard, and I thought maybe it's not as hard as it looks like, but now my first live stream, I can tell you guys, this man is incredible. I don't know how you do that.
Well, it's easy for me. I don't know how much money they get. I just feel like the helmet.
Seriously. Oh, Angela Medici. I just got a new Patreon.
Alright, I'm gonna go bike the East Village.
All right. Say goodbye to Action Kid.
No collab with Mary Jane today.
No collab, guys. Wait, it's too hard to keep the distance and film at the same time. All right. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. Can't believe this, guys. This was so random. John Smith asks, Mary Jane, can you take a walk down McDougall and show us the legendary music venues of the village? Well, you could first tell me something about these venues and this McDougall, because I don't know what it is. Is it a street, McDougall Street? Sorry that I'm so ignorant about this. Here's Action Kid going.
Like statues and stuff made by the Communist Party.
Have you tasted $1 pizza in New York City? Are you kidding me? Of course, I eat it all the time. Someone asked, is this really real? In Mexico City, the president says it's not real. I don't know what it feels like being in a country where you're not sure about what the institutions are telling you, or maybe I do a little bit here, but I have no advice. I don't know what to tell you. It is real, but are you going to believe me? Why should you believe me, like a random YouTuber? I don't know. For me, this is real because I have friends and family back in Italy who are constantly updating me. I have friends working in the hospitals in Italy who, I know that it's real. Dyeing my hair? Why would I do that? I've never dyed my hair. I need to cut my hair though. I was thinking about doing a second cut your own hair video, but I'm not gonna to. Dutch bike blogger, he was not filming. No, he was not filming. He was starting to film right now, he told me. What does a complete lockdown actually mean? Well, that's a good question. I've had a conversation with someone on Instagram today about this because he said that it's not true that New York is going to be in a complete lockdown since tomorrow, because you're not going to get a fine if you are caught being outside for non-essential reasons, which is true. Oh, sorry, microphone. Which is true, but this is why I think the government of New York City is being a bit confusing, because they invite everyone to stay at home unless they have to go for groceries or they have to exercise. But at the same time, they say we are not gonna give you a fine if we find you outside for other reasons. So it's a bit strange. I hope people are gonna understand anyway that this is a serious situation. Whoa, 249 people watching this. Guys, I'm super nervous about this live stream. I don't know if you can tell. John Smith, Mary Jane, where do you stay in New York City? I answered earlier. I have a boyfriend here, so when I was here, I was visiting him, so I'm staying with him in his apartment. Have I been to Ibiza? No, I've never been to Ibiza. The fuck? Is your hometown Udine? Yes, it is. Well, not exactly Udine. I come from the countryside in the province of Udine. Guido asked, do you have many discussions about politics with your US friends? No, not at all. Here, nobody talks about politics. Not nobody. But not many people talk about politics. Now you can hear a little bit more because the elections are coming. But usually it's very hard to hear Americans talking about politics unless they are actually active in the sorry, I'm touching the microphone, in the politics, like they work in politics or something like that. Have you been home? Asks Dan Castle. What do you mean, have I been home? Thanks, Dennis. Next video, the do's and don'ts in the USA. Don't talk about politics unless you're sure that people are gonna be okay with that. How do I like American food? What is American food? tell me about what is American food in the East Coast region, because this is the only one that I explored, and I will answer to your question. Let me show you Tompkins Square Park. When was the last time your parents saw me? It was February, I think. January or February. Okay, American food, meaning burgers, fries, steak, pizza, etc. That is still not very clear. Because let me show you in the park how many people are here. So unfortunately, we are all seeing that many people have probably still not understood that they should stay home, or at least not, I don't know. So American food, I don't know, who has a better answer to what is American food? Am I going to the park? No, I'm not going into the park. I would love to show you the park because it's very, very nice. But unfortunately, you can see that it's crowded of people. At least the entrance. I don't want to go in the middle of the people. Because that's the whole point of this virus situation, right? Self-distancing from everyone else. So if they are staying on one side and on the other side of a corridor to enter the park, how am I going to enter without putting myself and others at risk? I must say I'm not seeing any criticism in the chat. I was expecting more of that. Nobody telling me bad things because I'm around making this live stream. What types of measures am I taking in terms of personal space? So you're asking me about my behavior, my practical behavior in this situation. My answer is I'm not doing my normal things. I'm staying at home as much as possible. I still try to go out at least not at least once a day. I mean, if I go out, it's only once per day, but I try to go out every day, at least 10 minutes, just to breathe some fresh air. Also because you have to understand that in New York, there are no balconies in the apartments. Which if you watch my videos about American houses versus Italian houses. I'm used to have a balcony or a terrace, which all Italians have in this moment. So if you have seen some videos, everyone is often out in their balconies now and talking to their neighbors and stuff like that. But here there are not. So I'm trying to go out, but when I go out, I make sure to walk in those areas of the sidewalks where there are no people, which is possible right now because there are not, as you can see, the streets are not crowded at all. So that's what I'm doing. And at the same time, I'm very, very self-conscious about everything I touch. Handles, door handles, or doors. Usually those are the things that I touch. And I always keep this in my pocket. I literally have it in the pocket of my coat all the time. Before leaving home, I put this in my pocket so that every time I touch a handle, with the other hand, I take that thing and I sanitize the other hand, if that makes sense. When I meet some people that I know on the streets, almost everyone is being quite respectful. They stay far away. At the beginning, we were doing the elbow bump to say hi to each other. Now we're just doing the feet bump. I don't know how to call it. And that's it. Let's see other questions. I've seen so many questions. Retro Mike, you cleaned your house today? Thanks to my list. I'm so happy to hear that. He's referring to my latest video here on YouTube about ideas of things to do in at home. I'm sorry, I'm reading and talking at the same time. That's the worst thing ever. I'm not able to multitask. Milan Petrovic asks, no fire escape? We actually have the access to the fire escape, but it's not as easy as you think. No, I haven't been out in the fire escape yet. Also, I think it's illegal. Nobody really does that. How much money is generated for your YouTube videos? It's not easy to answer to this question because there is not a fixed rate for each video. So YouTubers earn money from the ads that you see in each video, but how much money depends from the type of video that I put out, the time of the year, and so there are many factors. I personally never... So, and it also depends on how many views the video got, which depends on how long has the video been out there in the internet. And so I don't know, I think the maximum that I've ever earned with one video could be $10. Not sure if I'm giving you a correct answer, but I think so. I think after 1 week of releasing one video right now, I earn about $2-3 per video, I think. You know what? I'm getting... Guido asks, can you tell us how you fell off your bike last week? So in my latest vlogs, you have seen that I fell off my bike, and it was, it's funny. So I basically had the cable of my brake just hanging loose, and I didn't realize that. So I hooked it with my right pedal, and that pulled the whole handle on one side, and that's how I fell. That's it. I fixed the cable now. Let me go get a seat. I see a seat there that has no people around. Let me show you the park where I am. Look at the squirrels. Italians watching are going to be happy to see this because squirrels are so rare to see in Italy, but here you see them everywhere. Okay. Let me grab a seat. Also because my hands are freezing a little bit right now. You see all those people there in the crowd, in the group? They are there because they are giving out beer in that bar from that little window. Yeah. So as you see, not everyone has understood how serious the situation is. Guys, I will continue this live stream because I still have 266 people connected, so why not? I'm gonna keep answering to your questions.
Ciao, Bella.
Hey, ciao Ceto. Hi there in Romania. I wanted to travel to Romania actually this spring. It was one of my options, let's say. What's happening? Harry Chang donated 10 US dollars. Thank you. Everything will be okay. Keep up with the great work. Hope you will do more live streams. Harry, I hope that too. This is fun. I just have to manage, like to learn how to manage better the reading and talking part. So, why no squirrels in Italy? I have no idea. There are not so many, but they look so cute. Everyone loves them. What neighborhood are you in now? I'm in the East Village in Manhattan right now. Andrea Bales asks how old I am because I look like her daughter. I like to hear that. I am 29 at the moment, and thanks for asking me because it's one of the last times that I can answer that I'm 29. Hey there in Melbourne. What is the most challenging part as a YouTuber and a vlogger? Live stream. Well, that's a good question. I would say the fact that you need to push yourself. Nobody is pushing you, especially at the beginning. Now I start having people who actually support me concretely, but before this, for 2 years, it was just me, and I had to push myself without having anyone watching my videos or telling me, oh, I like your videos and stuff like that. Are people staying inside in New York City? Well, they are more than usual, definitely more than usual, but not as much as they should probably. I just showed the park in front of me earlier, and it's still quite crowded with people. And I've read many comments, and I got many messages from other parts of New York and the United States in general, saying that people are crowding up in parks quite a lot right now. So there is the idea of closing the parks, but we will see. Tompkins Square Park? Yes. That's where I am right now. Birthday in quarantine? Do a live stream and let us help you celebrate. Oh, thank you. Take 7. That's a good idea. I don't know. I always get a bit depressed during my birthday, even if I try to think that it's not a big deal. But I don't know. Francesco! Ciao Floppy! Un saluto anche da Metta e Gioia, un bacione a tutti. I have dear friends from Italy following me now. I'm reading your messages. Sorry if I'm not talking. Mauro, hi from Argentina. Hi Mauro in Argentina. What's your favorite part of Italy? My favorite part of Italy? Well, my home region, Friuli, of course. The Italy is so beautiful. I think I visited almost all regions in Italy, which are 20. They are all so different from each other, and they are also beautiful. So I cannot really answer to that. Is there a place called Corleone in Italia? There might be, I'm not sure. Maybe in the south. Hi, Melvin. Avad, you tried to donate in Super Chat, but it says that the feature isn't available in your country. That is possible. I know that Super Chat is not available in every country. I'm very sorry about that, and I hope YouTube will fix that in the future. How long have I been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube for 2 years now. Exactly 2 years, by the way. One week ago was 2 years. Someone loves my teeth. My sister used to make fun of me all the time for my big teeth. So far, what has been the most hospitable people I have met in general sense in my travels? This is a good question. I always have this sensation that the Filipino people are extremely nice. I have never been to the Philippines, but I met I think maybe 3 or 4 Filipino people in my life, and I was all the time I was surprised by their kindness. But you know what? It's hard to answer to this question because there are levels to which people become friendly and they change. So for example, if you go to south of Italy, people are very friendly from the beginning. Like they meet you on the street and they immediately invite you home for lunch. If you go to Norway on the other side, people tend to be more close at the beginning and they open up later. So it's really a bit hard to understand, to answer. But also, I think of the Balkans. In the Balkans, people tend to be very welcoming. Un saluto dall'Italia. Someone says hi from Italy. They say here we drink limoncello in these days. What about you? We don't drink anything here. So, guys, if you really want to see other live streams from me, this was my very first one, and I'm having fun, and I think you are having fun too because you are requesting other live streams, and I think I'm gonna do more, especially in these next few days where everyone will just stay at home and we're gonna be a little bit bored. So why not? But please tell me, like, send me messages or write in the comments what would you like to see, because I have a few ideas, but I would like to hear ideas from you of what you would like me to talk about in these live streams. I also have ideas about other videos. I mean, I have so many ideas. That's the problem, to choose the ones that are gonna be more appreciated, I guess. For example, I would one of the ideas that I'm getting is to talk more about what we are doing at home these days, because I don't want you to lose hope, but I think this situation is gonna last for a few months. So I don't think we're gonna stay home for a couple of weeks and then we're gonna go back to our normal lives. So if Bye. If we are going to stay a long time at home, maybe it would be nice to, give a little bit of structures to the things that we do at home. This is what I was trying to communicate in my latest video. But in 10 minutes, it's kind of hard to communicate certain things. Barry Peters, £5 from you. Congratulations on your first live stream. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you. So I was thinking that I would like to do more videos about that, because now I cannot do videos about traveling. It doesn't even make sense to do videos at home related to travel topics. I don't want people craving traveling right now, because we cannot travel. So what's the point of making videos about traveling? So I would like to do videos about things that we do at home, because I'm not just a traveler. I'm also a person who enjoys a lot staying at home. So cook pasta video. I cannot, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm stuck in an apartment without a kitchen right now, so I cannot show you any recipe. I would love to do that though. Thanks to Stephen Mikoski, $10. Thank you so much. Cooking with MJ live streams. I would love to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I'm thinking about buying maybe, like an induction plate or something. Jonathan Reyes, $2. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Doreen, love your videos. You are like a friend. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. Many of you are actually like friends to me as well. And those are especially the people who write me private messages. So I encourage you to write me private messages or emails. Not shallow ones though, because those will just clutter my inbox and will make my job more difficult. If you feel like opening up with me, I have someone texted me today because he's staying alone at home in these days, and he was starting to feel very anxious, and he just told me that my video helped him to relax a little bit. And I told him, call me if you feel like you're gonna be more anxious in the next few days. It's like I feel like I'm a friend to some of you guys, and I also hope that one day I will meet these few of my subscribers with whom I have a more personal relationship. Milan Petrovic, $10. Thank you so much. Don't worry about what others may appreciate. Do what is most interesting for you. Your passion for the subject is what makes people watch. Milan, I think this is a great advice, actually. I should keep it in mind more often. I think I'm not showing enough of what I am passionate about. I always think about what people are going to like in my videos. Teresa Howard. Hi, Teresa. $5. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. Yeah, I will do more live streams for sure. We want to know more about the Italian food? I would like to tell you more about Italian food. Take 7. Cooking without a kitchen could be a niche for new videos. Maybe you were joking with this comment, but actually I'm finding ways to eat food without a kitchen. And I'm getting very creative with that sometimes. So that might be an idea. I could even make a video about that. Hey, Ivan from Croatia, my neighbor back in Italy. He says, come to Croatia one day. It's better than you think. I know that Croatia is beautiful, and I don't mean just the coast and the beaches. I used to travel, not used to, but I traveled a couple of times with my family when I was a kid to Croatia for the summer holidays. And I remember we used to go to the to the seaside, but I remember traveling by car all through, the mainland of Croatia, and I loved it. Ali Cat, your videos do help people. Thank you. That's the most important thing for me, honestly. Otherwise, my videos have no sense, no meaning of existing. Karthik asks, do you get emotional when you achieve your goals? That's a good question, actually. Okay, I'm gonna answer to this question for a moment. I think I get more emotional when I think about when I'm gonna achieve my goals. But when I actually arrive to the point where I achieve them, especially if they are long-term goals, then I'm not that emotional anymore. That tells me a lot about enjoying the process of getting there rather than thinking about only to the goal itself. I hope I explained it properly. $5 by Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Thank you for the donation. Raul Cabrera asks, what a shame, Mary Jane? What's behind this name? Actually, guys, I am gonna make a video for my patrons about this. Because the name of my channel and even my name, Mary Jane, obviously my real name is not Mary Jane because I come from Italy. Mary Jane is not an Italian name. So I will make a video both explaining why Mary Jane and why the name of my channel is What a Shame, Mary Jane. But it's going to be on my Patreon page because this is the promise that I made when I launched my Patreon page. So if you want to join that, just visit patreon.com/whatashamemaryjane. I don't have tiers. I don't have tiers of donation. You can donate from $1 to whatever you want. It's a monthly donation to get access to all the content that I publish in there. Hi there in Serbia. I love Serbia. Serbia is another country that I wanted to visit. Karthik Jones, 20, I don't know what. Thank you so much for the donation. Where are you from? Tell us. You asked so many questions in this live stream. I'm curious to know more about you. Hi there in Connecticut. Yeah, very close from here. Fernando Medina, $10. Thank you so much. You're from India, Karthik. Karthik, I'm pronouncing your name terribly. I'm sorry about that. Michael, you will know my real name if you join my Patreon fam. What I'm having for supper, I don't know. I'm getting hungry actually, and I have no idea because I told you I have no kitchen at the moment. Did you travel to Argentina or South America? I've never traveled to South America. I went to Cuba once. That's the southest part of America that I visit. A pain at the party? Garax asks if my accent has changed. He noticed a slight Americanization of a few words. I think you're right. Unfortunately, I'm coming to New York City so often, and yeah, I think I'm learning American words. So I guess you are right. And also, I listen to myself, and I know that I have a strong American accent. What's missing in my kitchen? Actually, I have everything I need except the heat, because there is no gas at the moment. Have I ever been to Ireland? Never. Where do people usually think you're from? Eastern Europe, mainly. Or the Netherlands. I get that very often. Are you living in Astoria now? No, I'm living in this village in Manhattan. I love Astoria though. Very beautiful neighborhood in Queens. Kyle asks, do you live here now, Mary Jane? No, I don't. I'm still a digital nomad. I don't live anywhere in a settled way. I do spend longer times in some places, but I will keep changing location. What is my favorite thing about Denmark? I don't know, maybe the quietness of the people, I would say, especially coming from Italy. Fernando, with all the hysteria going on, it is refreshing to come across your video. Come as always. Yeah, of course. I'm thinking about making videos even about that, about the fact that I think people would live happier if they were more calm. Like, I'm feeling very calm these days, even if I'm aware of the fact that it's gonna be a disaster. We are gonna have very hard times in the future. I'm not talking about next few weeks, I'm talking about next few years. So, yeah, we'll see. Reading other... Hello, QWERTY from Germany. My family is doing fine in Italy. Thank you everyone for asking me. So many people are asking me how my family is doing. I'm thinking about making a video of what my family is doing right now in Italy. Would you be interested in that? I even asked them already if they would agree on giving me, I don't know, some little videos of their daily lives. Would you be interested in that? Yes, yes, yes. Yes? Okay. I think you're interested. Hello, John Walter Sabatini. Okay, I think I will do this video. There was some other... How much are places to rent in this village? I would say I've never rented a place, obviously. My entire lifestyle is around the fact that I don't want to rent a place. I think around 2,000-3,000 for a small apartment of 1 or 2 bedrooms. Jule Trefoten. I hope I'm pronouncing it. I'm surely pronouncing it terribly. Thank you so much for the donation. I will come back to Norway one day. I wanted to go to the northern part of Norway months ago because I've always been to the southern part so far. But then things didn't go as planned and I never made to Norway. Do I think it's gonna be more difficult to travel after this health crisis? No, I don't think so. Why? My biggest advice is to try to have some perspective on things that happen in the world that is not related only to this week or this month or this year, but is related also to this century, these 200 years, this even 2000 years, why not? So maybe you will see that things are not as bad as they look they are. This is what I do, at least. Do you like taste of sfincione? I love sfincione. It's one of my favorite Sicilian foods.
You can order.
If I'm going to go to Italy, I will make a video about Sicilian pizza because it's one of the most famous types of pizza here in New York City. And about sfincione as well, of course, which is the real Sicily food. Can I share the link of my Patreon page? Of course I can. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna try. I don't think I can comment in this chat. You can go to any one of my videos on my YouTube channel. I always put the link in my description. Or you can go patreon.com/WhatAShameMaryJane, the name of my channel. But the link is in each one of my videos. Just go in the description. Is my mother a good cook? My mother is a good cook, yes. It's not your typical, Italian mom who cooks all the time, because my mom has had a very intensive job, but she's always found the time to cook something for us, and she's a very good cook.
Sleepover, you are so welcome to.
Sorry, I wanted to show you these drunk people in front of me. Have I been to Hamburg? Yes, I have. 1 year ago, more or less, February last year, and I made vlogs, so they are all on my channel. If you search for What a Shame Mary Jane Hamburg, you will find at least 2 or 3 vlogs, I think. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, I just switched the camera to in front of me to show you why I wasn't talking, because they were doing so much noise. So this is a good question. Are you seeing people in New York helping each other out, or mostly everyone on their own? People are helping each other out. I can talk mostly for the neighborhood that I'm living in, which is the East Village, which is a residential area of Manhattan. People here are helping each other a lot. Restaurants, for example, small restaurants, I'm not talking about the big chains, but small restaurants are having a very hard time right now, of course, because they had to shut down. And they are offering gift cards that someone can buy for someone else or for themselves for the future, or for now, because they're still doing takeout. And people are actually contributing a lot with gift cards to restaurants. That is very, very nice to see, that people actually care and help each other. Have I been to Greece? Yes, I've been 5 or 6 times. I love Greece. Love, love, love Greece. I've never been to Romania, because Janos Antal is asking. If not, would I? Yes, it was in my plans for this spring, unfortunately. But I'm sure I will have time in the future. Romania has been there for years and years, centuries and centuries. And I'm sure I will have other chances to go there in my life. Have I been ever recognized on the streets because of my YouTube channel? No, absolutely not. I'm not Action Kid, guys. What are you talking about? Action Kid gets recognized very often now. In Poland, yes, I've been in Poland once for a music festival. The times I was listening to techno music. Hello, Mar del Mar from Texas. I read your comments all the time. Hello, Johnny Crash. Nice to hear from you. Michael Sweet, is there anywhere you want to not go? I mean, there are several countries that I have no desire of going to right now. I'm not gonna mention them because I have subscribers who live in those countries and they ask me to go there, and I don't think the countries are not worth visiting. It's just my personal desire in this phase of my life, which I'm sure is gonna change in the next years. So I don't want to offend anyone. Wait, too many questions? Mexico? Never been to Mexico. I have no plans for the next 2-3 months. I don't even have plans for the next few weeks. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here in New York. If I have no idea. I have no idea what my life is gonna be, guys. But I'm okay with that. Let's not freak out. Do you want to visit area near New York City like Connecticut or upstate New York? Yes, I would love to, but I would like to have a car to do that. I mean, if I have to, get in so much trouble with all booking buses and stuff, I would rather go to other states, honestly, and not stay in New York State. When was my first time coming to America? I came to New York for the very first time. It was my very first time outside of Europe when I first started this channel, and all the vlogs of my first month here in New York are on my channel. You can check them out. I even have a playlist, actually. If you go to playlist, there is my first trip to New York. That was my first time. And it was, 2 years ago, exactly 2 years ago. Exactly 2 years ago, I was here, actually. Johnny Crash, thanks for the donation.
Saturday, Thursday.
Can you show what's going on around you this moment, please? Thank you. Yeah, of course.
Or you want something else?
I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna take a small walk, show you around the park, and then I will tell you goodbye. You can tell me what you're interested in seeing. Beautiful sunset light. This is empty, but you can still see people around. I mean, it's not completely deserted. Golden hour, yes, it is. Golden hour in New York is so beautiful. You will always see a lot of people running around and exercising in New York, especially in Manhattan. And people with dogs. It's absolutely incredible to see how many dogs there are in Manhattan. But so as you can see, this park is usually completely full of people. Now it's pretty empty. But there are still, it's like a zombie movie. I mean, if you're used to see Manhattan in normal times, this is, you know that this is not normal. But if you're not used to big cities, this is like a crowded park, I guess, for this time of the year. Is that this one is the Christmas tree. They usually put lights here. I was here in December when they lit it up. It was a nice celebration here in this village. And this is the big tree in the middle of the park. Lovely tree. Tompkins Square Park. Yes, it is. Okay, guys, I am not feeling my hands anymore. Like, I'm struggling to move them. I'm so cold. No, I'm not cold, just my hands are cold. So I'm gonna tell you goodbye. I still have more 234 people watching. This is incredible. Cold there, it's about 10 degrees, I think, so it's not that cold, but it's still, I mean. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop answering questions because otherwise I'll never finish this live stream. It's been fun. Thank you, all of you who connected. I will do more live streams in the next few days because I was having so much fun. Please send me, I don't know, because I have no idea on which theme should the live stream be in the next days. But never mind, I'll figure out something. Okay, goodbye to everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you. Thanks, Sensei. Oh, this live chat goes so fast. Thank to everyone who donated in this super chat. You are awesome, guys. Goodbye to all the world.